Okay, I think I'm live. I think I am. I don't really know how this works. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, I guess I will just hang out here for a few minutes and see what happens. I got on a little bit early just because I wanted to make sure that, because I actually tried it just for a few minutes last week and I couldn't figure out how to go live, but I think I pretty much have it figured out. So, it is a beautiful day here in Colorado. It's a little overcast. We might get rain this afternoon. We definitely have some forest fire smoke pouring in from the Pacific Northwest in Utah, but that is actually supposed to be clearing up. So we'll see. But you know, I'm trying to grow my YouTube platform, and in order to do that, they tell me that you've got to do these live videos once you get over 1,000 followers, which I've been over 1,000 for a while now. It's just been a commitment, like trying to figure out like a precise time every week to do it. Oh, I see someone has joined. Hello, whoever you are. My first time doing live. I have no idea what I'm doing. But if you have questions or anything, I guess you can ask. But I don't know how this works. Like, I don't know if a question will pop up. Oh, it's PT! Hello, my Australian buddy. It's 2 a.m. Oh my gosh. You are committed, buddy. Thank you so much. PT, I see that you are quite inland there in Australia. I keep track of you on the map. I Google map you to see where you are. It's really cool. See, I love to hug the coast, but I'm thinking Australia, the more inland you go, it's desert. So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go for you, but if you have any longing, pressing questions for me, PT, I guess this is the time to ask it. I'm just not sure. See, this is really me just figuring out live. I don't know if the questions pop up or how this works exactly. So it's like I said, this could help you too in the future, PT. Once you hit 1,000, then you could do live videos and we'll both know more about it. So oh man. I don't know if it's a little noisy. I'm by like a water pump by the lake. It's hard to find a spot outside that's, you know, more private where I'm not going to be bothered so much. But school just started in session here. This is actually their first day. So it should be a little quieter besides the water pump. Maybe not as many people. So it's a little chilly here. It's a little overcast. That's why I've got my hoodie on. But yeah, the weather's not too bad. It's a little windy. But, you know, what are you going to do? The wind here, I think, is nothing compared to what you've been dealing with, though, PT. Oh, man. So, anyway, I don't even know what to say. Besides, I'm here on Wilberry. I rode over here. It was a good ride. On part of the lake, the path is really bumpy. So, I try not to be too rough on the bicycle, but sometimes I can't help it. Hello, you're rocking this live. Yep, desert, but heading, oh, you are heading East Coast, okay. Your live coming through, great. Okay, wonderful, that's good, awesome. Thanks, PT, I got the message. It flashes up on the screen, which is what I was wondering about. I don't think I read that last brief sentence you wrote, but I think I got the overall gist. That's good. So your tent survived the windstorm, I'm guessing? The worst windstorm I had was, what, 2 years ago now when I was in Boston, Montana? Was I in Montana? I don't know, Boston somewhere. And oh my gosh, it was like tornado weather. Do you expect to be, oh, how long? How long in Estes? That's actually a really good question. So I think live, and once I get more people to follow live, they can ask questions. It's just hard to put everything in your video, and I try not to be too boring. But so me and Estes Park, you know, it's funny, I don't talk about my job much. My job is not my whole life, obviously. I like to focus on my outside time, but my job, in all honesty, has not been going great this summer. And a few weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago, I quit my job. But then I quit with a little notice because I had another coworker that was gone for a while. I wanted to wait till she got back. I didn't want to necessarily screw these people over that I've been staying with. I get along with everyone there so great. It's a great family that I ended up with. However, they just, basically for my job, I didn't have enough support. When I started there last year, there was enough on staff where I had a lot of support. This year, not so much. And my issue was they weren't even trying to hire anybody else. So I was kind of just drowning at work, I will say. So I quit. And they weren't helping me at all. It wasn't much of a team effort. So, but with that being said, then of course, so I quit, and then another of their full-time employees, she actually popped her knee. So she's out, and she had a pretty important role. So now we're also trying to cover for her position. So they pretty much asked me to please stay, because my intent was actually to stay in Estes. I was just going to get a different job somewhere in town. But they begged me to stay, and for right now, I guess I will stay where I'm at. So we'll see. The thing with me staying here is that things are just so weird, PT, in America right now. I really feel, I mean, I could be wrong. I'm definitely not a conspiracy person, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist to look at our situation and see that there's going to be a market correction, I feel like, pretty soon, by the end of the year possibly. And my son and I have some other friends here close by have asked me to stay close. They don't want me to go too far on the road. So that's part of it. That's part of why I'm staying in Estes. But then another thing too is, so I had quite a bit of money saved up, which is killing me because as you know, wanderlust is quite a thing. But I just don't travel well in the heat of summer, as we have talked about, you and me both. And the things are just so crazy expensive here. Food and occasional lodging will cost me a mint. So I will just run out of money very quickly. And well, probably within a month or two, and then I'm in the same situation again where I have to stop, find lodging, find another job, learn a different job, which was honestly my biggest issue the last couple of years. You know, you learn one job, you hit the road, but then you have to stop and learn a whole nother job. I'm in my 50s now. As you know, you're in your 50s. It's a lot. So that's also another hindrance to me being on the road. But in my negotiations with staying with this job and potentially staying in Estes longer term, I want to be able to take my road trips. So what I have negotiated with my bosses here is that I can be gone for a few months in the winter and I can hit the road, and I really want to go to Texas and try to bicycle from Texas, the Gulf Coast towards Florida. So I think that's what is going to happen. But this is all, like, everything is just still up in the air. So it's a little frustrating. But you know, the thing is, if things fall apart here in America for a little while, I just don't want to be that far from my son. But it should be interesting too, because this is a worldwide thing. Like, if things crash here, they're going to crash all over the world. So, and that's a big if. You know, who knows what's really going to happen. I'm just a big reader of history, and it's just amazing to me how history repeats itself. So I'm not nervous about what's going to happen. I actually kind of think it's cool. You know, the thing about me, and I think you too, PT, is that we really don't have much to lose per se. I mean, what are they going to do? Take Wilberry? It's all good. Oh man, but anyway, so PT, I have a question for you. How long are you going to stay on the road? Is your plan just to stay on the road indefinitely? Because that's the thing, if I can grow this YouTube or Instagram or whatever I'm doing, if I can grow to even make just a little bit of money, I would hit the road so fast and I would just stay on the road indefinitely for a few years. But, you know, we'll see. I'm only at 1,000 fans, so I know it takes time to build this stuff up. But yeah, so what are your plans? Are you staying on the road indefinitely? I think that's what I got from your videos. And if so, are you going to go like inland to the heart of Australia? Are you going to go into like desert territories? I was just curious. And on a side note, yeah, I would actually love, and I am very interested in coming to Australia to potentially bike pack with you if you are game for that. However, I don't know. I can use this time. I've actually got enough money right now to get plane tickets and do it. But I think my only concern with that is that you have an e-bike and Wilbury here is just a pedal bike, so I don't want to slow you down. I'm really not interested in getting an e-bike right now. I know you have some health stuff going on and you need the e-bike, but I don't want to frustrate you or slow you down. I'm not the fastest bicyclist, but I'm not the slowest either. I like to think I'm kind of right in the middle, but I'm also imagining Australia is pretty flat. Is it flat? I mean, I know you have some mountains. I've seen in some of your videos you've gone up and down, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I have more questions for you, PT, than you have for me. So many questions. But if I could come out to Australia next fall, and if I come out to Australia, hoping to spend 63 5 years, I only travel at 17. Okay, all right, yeah, 17, that's, 17 kilometers. I have to figure out what that is in my mileage, but I think we'll be pretty comparable. Okay, but my tentative sort of thoughts are coming out, because I don't want to come out obviously in Australian summer, PT, but maybe in the fall. And when I come out, what I would do is I would ship Wilbury out, and then I would ride Wilbury around Australia, and then I don't know if you can see the stickers, and I would get more stickers to put over here. I would get Australia stickers to put on the bicycle, because why not? You only live once, YOLO. I see somebody else has joined, for whoever else that is. This is my first live ever. I'm 53 years old. I'm going to be 54 in November. And I like to kind of live that outdoor life. I do a lot of hiking, camping, bicycling. I've done a lot of bike camping. And in the past year I haven't, but before that I did it for a few years on and off. And I definitely see more bike camping in my future. And I don't know, it's hard. Like, I have Australia to do and meet PT, but I also have my great friends from Canada, Lauren and Brian. Hey Lauren and Brian, if you watch this later, we're hoping to meet up and maybe possibly do the west coast of America here, but you know, it's not just me. My Canadian friends, they're kind of boycotting America right now, so we're not making any definite plans till things happen. Yeah, so they're boycotting America, as most Canadians are, so hopefully in the future they can come down and we can meet up for a trip. But in the meantime, I can plan to go to Australia next year. I want to bike camp Texas through the Gulf, like I said, probably January, February. For anybody, like if you guys, I know PT has watched my videos, in mid-January I have to go back to Severance, Colorado to watch that Harley dog. And then, but once my friends are back, then I'm going to take off. While they're gone, I'll ship the bike to Texas, and then when they get back, I'll ship it to a bike shop, have them put it back together for me, and then I will fly to Texas and then start my journey around the Gulf. Let's see, sounds great. I'm going to take summer off each year beside the ocean around the valley. Sounds great. Yes, the Gulf. Yeah, I think, as you know, PT, I've done the Florida quite a bit, all up and down, but not so much the Gulf side. So I've driven it, but I've never been to Texas, which is why I want to go to Texas. So there's only 2 continental states here in America that I have not been to, and Texas is one of them. The other one is Arkansas. I'm not sure when I'm going to do Arkansas, but I'm going to start with Texas this winter. And that's what I said to my boss, is like, I will stay, but I need to not be here for a few months. So they agreed to it pretty much instantly. So I'm like, okay. Well, that's another part of staying in Estes. Where else am I going to find a great family to work with? Are things perfect? No. No job is ever perfect, but it is a great family, and we've all become such great friends. Where can you find a job where they'll just let you leave for a few months and then come back when you're ready? Like, I feel like that's pretty rare. So I think for that reason, I will stay here in Estes for a little bit. But yeah, so anyway, that's pretty much it. PT, you make a video and post it on your your channel, and just best get some sleep. I'm heading for Texas in 5 hours. Peace, love, and harmony. Yeah, I'm about to sign off too. So bye, PT. Thank you so much for getting up in the middle of the night and talking to me. Please make a video about how far inland you're going to go, because I'm actually really curious about that. All right, and thank you for being my online buddy. Thanks, PT. I hope to see you in Australia next year. Next year, like maybe a year from now. But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty much an open book. I will do these live videos every Monday morning for right now at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time here in Colorado, America, the USA. So if you want to just keep watching, I'm going to try to pick a different location outside. I just like to be outside. I like to, and I have over the past 5 years encouraged so many people to get outside, go for a walk, go for that bicycle ride. You know, even if you can't hike the mountain that I'm hiking, just walk around your neighborhood, but do something for anyone of any age, but particularly as we get older. So I don't know, I'm in my 50s, I have a ton of energy, so I just like to get outside and burn it off. But I also grew up outside, and I think that's a big difference. I grew up on a farm, so I'm a very hard worker. I'm just used to being outside in all kinds of weather, so I think that has helped me out quite a bit. But anyway, as long as no one else has any other questions or comments, I know what is my immediate future. So this week I'm actually, well, I'm going to ride the tramway here in Estes Park with a friend, I think tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's tomorrow. Then Wednesday morning, I actually have, if you've watched my videos, you know I've ridden up to the Fall River side of Rocky Mountain National Park quite often. And I did it once last year as like a sunrise. I got there before sunrise and it was pretty dark. And I want to do that again, but however, here's my however. The route that I used to take up to Fall River, I would just stay on the main road basically, but it was very steep, very narrow, a lot of traffic. It wasn't exactly safe. So now I have found this other kind of loop that kind of parallels that main road and brings you up behind the ranger station. And I just love taking that route on the bicycle. It's more private, it's wooded, hardly any traffic at all. However, to do that in the dark at like 4 or 5 in the morning, there have been a lot of moose up there. So I'm just not sure. I think I'm gonna do it because I love doing it, but I'm just nervous about potentially seeing moose and elk. We're not at the rut season yet, but we're getting very close, and there's already a couple young elk heading into town. So when I've gone that back way, I've actually seen quite a few elk, and I've taken pictures and I've put it in my videos and whatever, but I haven't seen moose there, but quite a few people have, and there's actually been moose right at that visitor center on the Fall River side. So I'm just nervous about running into them in the dark or getting too close and not realizing it. So, but of course I'll have my backlight on and my 2 headlights. Hopefully that'll help. I'm gonna do it, I just get nervous about it. And this is where I say people think I'm so brave and stuff, but I'm not. I'm already getting nervous about this ride on Wednesday morning, but I wanna do it. So, but there's a mama moose over there with a baby that I haven't seen yet. So I'm just hoping to be able to get up there and see her early in the morning. Because if you wait later in the afternoon, there's just so much traffic up there. It's insane. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do this Wednesday morning. And then Wednesday night is the peak of the Perseid meteor shower. And I have a friend, because you know I don't have a car, I haven't owned a car in years, but I have this friend that I've been hiking with. He just does not want to be in my videos and stuff, and I get that. So I have tried to film around him. It's been a little challenging, but we're getting used to it together, so it's okay. But yeah, so we are going to go up and possibly another friend on Wednesday night. The only thing that's going to stop us is we've got, as you can see now, it's a little overcast. There's a lot of clouds coming in. We're in the monsoon season, and we haven't been getting enough rain, but it's still cloudy. If it's cloudy, it's not worth getting up at midnight to go drive up to the national park and see the stars. But I'll watch the weather more. So I'm gonna go riding the tramway tomorrow morning, doing an early bike ride, sunrise bike ride up to Sheep Lakes on Wednesday, and then potentially getting up in the middle of the night Wednesday night to see the Perseid meteor shower. Like, and then, oh yeah, on top of all of this, I do work full time. So I do keep busy. And then next week, we were actually going to climb, because I still haven't summited Flat Top Mountain in Rocky Mountain National Park. I've officially tried twice and failed both times. We were going to do it this week, but my friend has hurt his knee. So he's letting his knee just get a little bit more recovery time, and our plan is to hike Flat Top Mountain next week. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. It's all about setting goals. Most of the time I achieve them. Sometimes you just can't for various reasons, but just keep on going. All right, anyway, yeah, I've been on here for 20 minutes. Like I said, I'm going to do this every Monday morning. So we'll see, hopefully more people will participate. Because I feel like I make these videos, my life is so crazy right now. Like technically I'm homeless. Like I'm not homeless right now, but I don't have a mortgage, I don't have a lease. I'm basically living in a storage room with no kitchen. But it is at least a roof over my head right now. I'm not living like the conventional lifestyle for sure. So, and I feel like people must have questions about that. So if anybody does have questions about that, or if you want to think of questions, just come back next week, Monday, and I will try to answer as many as I can. I'm pretty much an open book. I will literally tell anyone anything about my life. So it's not a big deal. But anyway, for the two of you that have logged on for my first live, thank you guys so much. And yeah, I'll be here every week, and I will do my videos in between. And right now I'm going to cut out. I'm actually going to go to my garden and pick some lettuce and water the garden. All right, thank you guys. Bye.